Welcome to another episode of HyperNews. This week, Emmy nominations for The Mandalorian, a new Star Trek series, and a new Doctor Who collaboration. But first, let's talk about some changes that we are making to the format of HyperNews. For our third episode of HyperNews, you'll notice a few changes from the format that you have seen for the past two episodes. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere, but there will be a couple of changes that will impact you, the viewer. The reason for these changes are that I'm figuring out what works and what doesn't as I continue to produce this show for you guys. First change that you'll notice is that I've updated our introduction to the show to something more professional. The second change is that you may notice there will be no more transitions between topics that take up the entire screen. Instead, you'll hear something like, "Let's move on to Star Wars," along with some text on the bottom of the screen. So, without further ado, let's move on to Star Wars. To kick off the Star Wars news, Star Wars is going to be publishing a guide to lightsabers called Star Wars: The Lightsaber Collection, which will provide photo renders of lightsabers. This will provide the best renders of lightsabers to this day. This book will help to showcase the exquisite craftsmanship of lightsabers throughout the entire saga of films. In other Star Wars news, The Mandalorian has been nominated for 15 Emmy Awards. It's been nominated for Outstanding Drama Series and 12 other categories. To see all of the awards that The Mandalorian was nominated for, check out the link to the original article right here. Finally, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge has inspired multiple toys that are going to be coming to a Target near you. In Star Trek news, articles have been published about a new Star Trek animated series called Star Trek Lower Decks. The premise of the series is that USS Cerritos, a California-class starship, which is tasked with second contact missions. This is set in 2380, which is just after Star Trek Nemesis. This show will be the first ever Star Trek comedy series. Let's move on to Doctor Who. Finally, in Doctor Who news, both David Tennant, the 10th Doctor, and Paul McGann, the 8th Doctor, are reuniting for a new Time Lord victorious adventure. And other news, new Doctor Who has been back on RTD screens longer than it was gone when the show was cancelled. Thanks for watching, and see you next week